that interview, she talked about not just being reactive, but being proactive as a community, as people, regarding the many rape cases that happen in my country, and also even with respect to domestic violence that happens in my country. And I just wanted to add to that little discussion for a second and take it not just in terms of my country, but globally. I just want to talk about this in a global sort of way. Very quickly, a sense of community. It's very good to have community. One of the things that keeps my community and some of the older people in my community protected is the fact that we speak with each other on a daily basis. We know where each other is going, where people are supposed to be connected to. Usually, the elements that do the criminal actions may come from outside my community, but there are people in my community also that we monitor and check. The point being, a sense of community, us united, is very important to hold people accountable in the community, especially when we're dealing with relational issues, where people, for example, in my country, two women were kidnapped, basically, and raped, and they were killed. And these incidents happened because of, I think, three major factors. The first one is connectivity. That if these people have cell phones or whatever, they should have connectivity. The communities need to have some sort of alert system that anything happens to a member in the community while they are in the community, I should be able to alert other members in that community. And that's not an easy thing to do because you just never know what could happen. But it is something that's very important too. We see that in the criminal system and the criminal justice system, some people are repeat offenders. They have repeat offenses for certain crimes, and these criminal elements that are in the communities that we are all aware of must be monitored, and we must keep an eye on it. And those people who are new to the community must be alerted about these things. I think these are some very important things because connectivity and tissue, even if you're not somebody who communicates with everybody every day, you should be cognizant of it. And so, sense of community. And we have WhatsApp. We have a lot of modern day equipment and things, example phones, like I'm using the phone right now, to be able to communicate this information to other members of the community so that everybody's vigilant and watchful. See, the world is what it is. There's going to be evil in the world. There's going to be evil elements in the world. The important thing is that we're watchful and we're vigilant and we're looking out for each other. Now, domestic violence issue. Again, this is a tricky issue because it's a private matter, which really people want to go to professionals with. But if you know somebody you can confide in who has no connection to you in any other way, then you can confide in them. That's very good because then that can give a sense of community. And the community can hold individuals who are exploiting families, for example, accountable. It's very important, either you're connected to a church or something, you need to be connected and have a sense of community, even if you have family members. But it's very important that there's a sense of community. And this has been something that's just a key ingredient, whether it's law enforcement. You see, we have a police officer on our street. I communicate whatever I can to him. If he has issues, he can communicate with any one of us. And that's how it should be. It should be individuals. People are not perfect. And we should be able to communicate with one another because sense of community is very important. That's the only way, really, these issues can be fully addressed. And even if you give the law some teeth, it's really about holding people accountable, making sure that law enforcement enforces what is already on the books, those kinds of things. It's very important to have a sense of community. So I would always suggest very strongly that we have a sense of community and people. For example, if you know this person's coming across by you at such and such a time, okay, and that person knows and you know, if that person doesn't reach in such and such a time, then it's very important, based on the environment that we live in, that other people are notified so that other eyes are on that individual if they find them anywhere. Just recently, one of our church members, she got lost. Nobody knew where she was. And someone WhatsApped out the information, and very instantaneously, she was identified within minutes. She actually didn't know where she was, and she had strayed away from her home. So I'm just saying that it's very important that a sense of community is used because that's the quickest way to get information on data on people. And if something bad has happened to someone, whoever the individual is in the community that has committed the atrocity must be held accountable and to the fullest extent of the law. So it's very important to understand these factors. And accountability is something that we don't have a lot of. And even myself, sometimes I lapse on my accountability in terms of not crimes, but other things like I may procrastinate or whatever. And it's always good to have a sense of community because they can keep your eye on the ball, get you fired back up, and get you motivated to keep on moving forward. So, sense of community. Always stay plugged into a sense of community and have different community links, even if you're not addressing the situation every single day. It's very important that you have a sense of community. So that's just one of the major things I think that um, I think the president should of my country and globally, um, because I always believe that that multiple people being part of a group and functioning in a group is greater than functioning by yourself, and it's just what it is. Anyway, people, I hope you guys have a good day, and that's just my two bits on it. And politically speaking, globally speaking, um, we're still monitoring the situation with all the little global instabilities that could happen. We're watching at all the things in the world, whether it's what's going on right now with the royal family, what's going on with politics in America, what's going on in Europe, and we're watching everything and we're paying attention to everything. But we don't have anything extra to say right now. So that's all I got for now. God's blessings to you guys. All of you who are still trapped in the COVID or you can't get work or whatever, you know, just hang in there. I just put up a video had to do with Canelo and David Benavidez. You guys can go check that out. That's a boxing video. I'll be coming back on a stream where you guys can just jump on the screen anytime you want. I'll be coming a little bit later on today with that. Do remember, this is a channel where you can donate to it. If you guys think that I'm giving content that you really appreciate, don't forget you can donate to me via Western Union or MoneyGram. I would be more than happy to take your donations. But beyond that, it's just about putting out material for you guys. I'm going to put on the next one on Canelo versus Erislandy Lara, round number 4, which was a pivotal round in that fight. So I'm going to put that out very soon for you guys, as well as a couple other things. Of course, these weekend fights that are coming up, I'll try and do some predictions for you as well. And anything else you want, you can just put it down in the comment section, okay? I'm going to catch you guys later. What you need. Out. Peace.